Oh, so there's old Jimbers looking at me, looking at him looking at me, rather, looking at him. Oh, come on then, Yell. You coming up? He says, no, I'm not. So hello. Today I'd like to take a look at this, which is another book from when I was a kid. As I said in a previous video, I belonged to the Puffin Club. Yeah, I know. I've been there before, but no, I know I was young. I wasn't smoking hash or anything like that, you know. But it's called The Paper Aeroplane, book by Seymour Simon. So what went on was that the club was when I was at school, and you had discount on books. If you bought 3 or more, you could get, you know, a huge discount. And so I did end up buying a lot of books because I used to love reading about things and learning about stuff, and not always was it the most gripping of that's the ISBN. I would recommend this book to families that have young children because basically that's what it's pitched at. It's a sort of, I don't know how keen kids would be today learning about this stuff, because obviously I'm a child of the 60s, so nowadays kids have got mobile phones, haven't they? And when they're probably going to be eventually born with them, in, you know, holding one sort of thing. Oh, how's the kid? Yeah, the kid's fine. How's the phone? Oh, you know, we're having trouble getting the software on it. You know, I'm joking, but yeah. So this book, well, I loved it. Basically, what it is it shows you how to make paper aeroplanes. It does what it says on the tin, you know, and some of them are quite complex, and it also sort of teaches you about, you know, aerodynamics to a point. Obviously, you're not going to go to university after reading this, but when you can have a go. But I doubt you'll get in. But yeah. So I like it. I liked it a lot, and so there it is. And obviously, I used to like flying kites as well. I used to live near the Dunstable Downs. Well, my dad worked near there anyway. It was interesting because I was chatting with a friend on the YouTube recently, and he was saying that he'd been to this place, which is actually on the Dunstable Downs, and it's very famous for kite flying. What are you doing there, though, innit? What's it squeaking and squawking about? I've got cars going past with dodgy exhausts. I've got you squeaking and squawking and licking your foot, innit? Thank you, dog. So yeah, Dunstable Downs, Ivinghoe Beacon, was very famous for kites because it's so windy up there. It's a high place, you know, in Hertfordshire, and it's got a lot of wind, and so kids got there with their families to fly kites and stuff. So there's a whole load of things going on here. I think this was my favourite aeroplane of all to make, and it's very, very simple to make yourself a paper dart, you know, and well, it's all good fun though. And I suppose kids would think, well, I mean, in my mum's day, she used to have a game called 5 Stones, and what it was that you had 5 stones. So, you know, let's use these nuts as an example, sort of thing. Well, there's 5 of them, sort of thing. So what you had to do is you had to put. Oh, I'll take another one. I've dropped it. So you had to toss them up in the air and then catch them on the back of your hand. So I got 2 points. You see, I mean, that's the sort of games my mum used to play when she was a kid. I mean, I can't imagine any kids sort of going for that now somehow. Yeah, you're right. I'll be up that all day. But no, I don't know. When I was a kid, we had games like these things called Pocketeers. I was from a mechanical age, you see, so effectively computers hadn't come in then. You know, they were there, but they were very, very, very basic, like in DOS, disk operating system language, you know, sort of PCs and things, and they had floppy disks the size of this book almost, you know, you just sort of stuff it into the computer, and that was that. They had a memory of like a goldfish, you know. But yeah, nowadays everything's just overwhelmingly powerful, isn't it? And kids got into that, I suppose. But anyway, if you give it a go, I mean, cheap Christmas present for an uncle. Oh, thanks, uncle. You know, oh no, mate. You know, but some of these planes are quite interesting. Look at that. That's quite that. I could never make that one fly, mind you. You had to put a paper clip on it, and I don't know what paper clip I had, but it was never the right size. But this was an interesting dart. Yeah, and they're all mentioned. There's all sorts of bits and bobs. A lot of my mates actually ended up in the Royal Air Force, funnily enough. I don't know why they went. Surely wasn't the influence of me with this book. God, God help us all if it was. But no, there were some amazing projects in here, as I say. How to make a plane out of an old straw, well, a dart sort of thing out of an old straw. Yeah, just to sort of how to, well, make the plane. Paper dart, I should say, in various different yaw and gimbal or whatever the words are. This is lethal because I mean that's sort of advertising children to fall out of windows, isn't it? It's not a good thing to do. But of course, this book belongs to the 1970s, as I say. And well, there you go. That's how to make that one. But yeah, and that's how to make that one. They're all in here. You have to. Some of them take a bit more work than others. So I enjoyed this book anyway. I thought it was hilarious. Well, I mean, fun. It's fun. I still make that to this day. Actually, when I had my young nieces over, they're ex-nieces now, of course, because I'm an ex. You know why? But I showed them how to make that, and they loved it. Look at that, 30 whole pence. That's how good it was. But you can still pick them up. Well, you could probably find them for free if you go into charity shops. You just have to, I don't know, you have to donate. But yeah, 1971. So I was what? I was 6. Yeah. No, hang on. No, I was 6, coming up 6. So I don't know when I bought. I can't have bought this when I was 6. I was probably 7. I don't know. I can't remember now. I can. I would have been. I could have been 6, to be honest with you, because I was at school for 10 years in Berkhamsted, and I left at 16. So yeah, I could well have been 6. That's it. That is it. So there you go. Anyway, hopefully you found this of some interest. Thanks ever so much for watching. I'll leave you with Jimmy. He's eating all his snacks except for that one. All the very best wishes. Cheers. That's my stomach growling, by the way. I'm having some more nuts, me, innit? Stuff it. 5 stones, 8. 5 nuts, mate, innit? I'm having them. Because where's my nuts? Between your back legs, mate, innit?